Let's kick it off with Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Telling me
One of
something,
one of the
Clarice.
So fun fact for you guys.
one of the freakiest movies of the '90s. But go on.
Fun fact: this is a sequel.
Yes, yes, it
A
is.
lot of people do not know this, especially since the original movie was eventually remade. So it was consistent with the with Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter, but the original Hannibal Lecter movie was called Manhunter, and it starred Brian Cox as Hannibal Lecter, and it was based on the book Red Dragon. Then Jonathan Demme got his hands on the franchise. He cast Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter, cast Jodie Foster as Clarice Starlin, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And they were all like second or third choices too.
Best choices, though.
Telling me something, Clarice. Do the lions stop screaming? Do they stop screaming?
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner.
I had his liver with a side of fava beans and a nice Chianti.
This movie scared the hell out of me when I was younger.
He eats people. It would scare the shit out of me too.
Exactly.
And where's their skins?
Didn't he skin them? Right? He skins the people.
Yeah, so Buffalo Bill in this would deliberately target people who are overweight and then starve them and make them lose the weight, keeping their skin nice and moisturized. Because if you had, from the movie's logic, if you had the skin of someone who was overweight that went on this crash diet, their skin will be nice and loose and more pliable so he could wear it.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Needless to say, yuck.
Yuck.
Yep.
It's a very what can you say? I mean, there's a lot to be said here about this movie. And it won Best Picture of the Year.
Yeah.
It was I forget how many Oscars it won. I forget how many. What was it? Like seven? It,
And one of the few movies in the 90s, which the 90s was really when this started becoming more and more mainstream, that
Yeah.
really touched upon the issue of transgender.
And
yes,
gay folks too.
with Jodie
Yeah.
Foster. Yep. So just we're on the Wikipedia page for a second for those who keeping track at home. It won 5 Academy Awards for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Adapted Screenplay. And I didn't know this. Today, it's the only horror film to win the Best Picture to date.
Yeah.
They really had something special going on there.
Yes, they did.
If you have never, I'm just saying this to our listener, if you have never seen Silence of the Lambs, get on it. There's a reason why it won 5 Oscars, and it's one of the best movies of all time.
Get on it. Get on it.
I mean, Justin, Bill, you've seen this, right?
Parts of it. I've never watched the whole thing.
Okay, I've seen the whole thing all the way through. Justin, you seen the whole thing?
I've seen it and I've read the script.
Oh wow. Okay, so Justin knows more than I do on this, which is great. Good. No, but seriously, it's frightening.
It's very frightening.
It's a twisted movie.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I'm a little sick, but that's just me. So, but yeah, this is one of the greatest movies, and really, it kind of, I don't want to say set the tone for the '90s, but like, would you say this is one of those movies that really just set the tone for the '90s? Because like, if you think about you think about the '80s, you think about like, oh, you think of like the rock, the Brat Pack, or like the
No.
more fun movies. You know what I mean? Like this movie kind of set the tone, or am I thinking the wrong thing?
No, I don't think that's necessarily set the tone because when I think 90s, I think forced product placement, I think um goofy comedies, I think over the top action.
For the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, like True Lies, we'll get that in a little bit and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Or T2, stuff like that.
Right now I think we're still seeing a little bit of the holdovers from the 80s.
Okay.
Um Fun fact, Silence of the Lambs I think was one of the last Orion pictures
Yeah.
released
I think you're right.
before they went defunct.
Yeah. If for those of you who want to do some homework, look up that for a little bit. That could be another topic too one day, like movie studios or movie companies that went bankrupt. We're talking
Yeah,
about.
the rise and fall of the mini majors.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
that'd be, I'll take note of that. But yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Billy, got anything else or no?
For Silence of the Lambs or something else in general?
For Silence of the Lambs before we move on to something else.
No, I think I'm good.